Where's my refund?
¿Quién es la más draga? ¿Quién es la más draga? ¿Quién es la más draga? ¿Quién es la más draga?
Hola, hermanas. Welcome to
¿Quién es la más?
My name is Yi.
And I am Braulio. Before we start, remember to subscribe and rate the podcast. Please tell your friends about the show as it helps us immensely to get the word out. We appreciate all support.
And today we are recapping La Más Draga Season 5, Episode 10, the semifinals with half the cast. I think half
that
the
we
cast
started with.
Yeah.
I know. And then there's should we tease it yet? But there was well, there was a little, I'll just say there was a tease at the end that this might not be it yet.
Yeah, I think there was I forget how many contestants there were, probably like 14. I think there was
Around
14.
there, yeah.
So this is literally 6, so it's pretty much like half the cast made it to the semifinals.
Yeah, and it seems like it'll be probably the largest group of queens that'll go to the finale as well, ever.
I think so. Yeah, at this point it's just like it's getting easier to get to the finale, which I guess benefits them because they get more content.
Screen time.
Oh, I'm talking about the producers, like they get more content.
Oh. I mean, it's the same amount of content because it's still like the same amount of episodes. Yeah, so we're gonna hit it like, oh, are they gonna do a reunion?
I don't know. I would think so. I would think they are.
So
always do
this upcoming week, the Dia de Muertas, and then that's probably where they're gonna reveal that maybe someone else is coming back.
Yes, that could be it. Dia de las Muertas, so they're coming back to life. That would make sense. No, I feel like the reunion is like every season. Like, what are they gonna talk about? Like, what happened? Like, what are they gonna talk about? Like, honestly, like, what is there to recap about what happened? There's no drama. There was no alliances. There's nothing really that they need to talk about, unless they just do it like a 15-minute thing. That would be great, but or they probably like bring up something from outside the show, like they always do, something that happened behind the scenes. Like last time that somebody was getting sued, I don't know what happened, but yeah, all that we never see in the show.
Yeah, I think maybe because it was just the last episode where they were talking about the drama that happened with the past queens and the making of the dresses and all that. I could see them bringing that back up.
That's the only thing that I can think of too. Just bringing back what's her name, Aviesk.
Mm-hmm.
So they needed somebody else from another season to come in and stir things up. But okay.
I think it, like, yeah, I mean, the reunion doesn't really work, that format. I think it would be nice to, and I know it would be a lot more work, a lot more money to put into it, but it would be nice if they could like make it like a mini documentary and just kind of like follow them through a day, kind of to see what they've been up to since the show. But at the same time, like, since it hasn't aired, it's pretty much this, they're pretty much living the same life until the show actually airs and they can see the impact on their careers.
Yeah, no. I mean, they could do something better, but I don't know. Hopefully they do. We still don't know if it's going to be the same format or
It will.
yeah, or if it's going to be something else. maybe they're gonna compete to find the final, to get that final spot. I don't know.
Possibly, yeah.
We'll see. All right, so let's get into this episode. So, this week the queens are challenged to present a look inspired by the paintings of crowned nuns created during the era of Nueva España. Their looks will have to go from heavenly to hellish because they will have to incorporate a reveal during their presentation. To determine the one person to get eliminated, everyone is paired up and lip syncs to a Becky G song. Fiesta is named La Más of the Week. Everyone else, minus one person, move on to the finale to battle it out for the title. We'll talk more about this situation and why I wrote it like this um because it's pretty much what happened, right?
Yeah.
All right, so we start off the episode like always. They present the challenge, and it's something that's going back some eras to Nueva España, where it's like more of a they're basing the challenge on paintings of nuns that are kind of like very, how would you say, like decorated, like with crowns and flowers, and it
Hmm.
was like kind of like a Baroque kind of style. Um, and
Did you call me
so
Baroque? Because I am,
they were Baroque
but
and Baroque, yeah.
I didn't know you had access to my bank account. Yeah, so they're wearing like super cute, flowery crowns, right? If y'all have seen Midsummer, kind of like that. Um, but yeah, so it's like in part they wear that type of stuff, or they um used to do that type of like ritual um as a just symbolically, like when they took their vow, um and also like when they passed away, I believe something like that is what Joni explained.
Yeah. So they will have to incorporate a reveal where their reveal is supposed to be a demon of some kind.
Yeah,
Um, so they go from like a nun to a demon
impersonating Letal,
to an
the
impersonator. Yeah.
demon.
Uh, I don't know. When I first heard the presentation or the challenge, I was just like, I get I get the nun reference, but I don't know. I feel like
Mhm.
religion is always like you're walking a fine line, like
Yeah.
by doing this because you can offend a lot of people. Like I just imagine them. Like part of me felt like it was bad taste, like to incorporate the demon part because it's like, oh, like that's just you're just playing with fire. That's a no pun intended, but like imagine if somebody were to make like something like make a like wear a hijab, but then
Mm.
incorporate some sexy look under it, and like, what are you doing? Like, what are you trying to say? Like, what's your point? You know? So I just found it a little like, oh, you're kind of trading. What is it called? Trading water.
I think was it? I think Liza. I think it was her who mentioned something like that. Like, we're definitely gonna get some sacrilegious images. And I think we definitely did. I don't know why. Like, I like the setup, but I don't think the reveal and the crowned nun theme really went together. They could have done like or saved it for later or something, where they could have actually done like an angel and devil thing. Um,
Hmm.
but with a monja coronada, it just sounds. I get the religion line, but I feel like it didn't really go together. Like they just threw that in there.
Yeah, I. That's why. That's also like it didn't make sense to me either. So I'm like, what's your point? Like, what are you trying to say? Like, is there an ulterior motive, or are you just trying to be like funny, whatever? But anyways, so we have a mini challenge for the final or semi-final. and it's just for funsies, I guess. But it does kind of have repercussions later on. So the challenge, the mini challenge is they have to draw a painting where it represents their version of hell in a way, like what they've gone through, kind of like their, I guess their things that they've struggled with, their darkness, and they pair up. So they each choose their partner, and the partners are Paper Santa Lucia, Fifi Está and Liza Sansusi, Greta, and Hidden. And the winner ends up being Paper and Santa Lucia, which they win 10,000 pesos. So, what did you think of the mini challenge?
I thought it was cool. I liked the implementation of it. I thought it was different, and it showed their skills, I guess, especially Papers, like drawing or painting skills, and kind of the craft of this type of art, right? Like on canvas.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I thought that was pretty neat just to kind of see that side. And I think they all did a pretty good job. So
Yeah, it was very abstract. Let's just say that. I don't think they. Not that it doesn't take was skills to have to make abstract art, but they didn't really have skills. they personally like they specifically, so they went that route. So yeah, they're the winners, and then we go into the camerino. So they just kind of talk about their relatives and their back backstories a little bit, kind of
Mhm.
like the relationships with their parents or their families, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't know if you had any notes on this.
Oh, well, it's just a continuation of because like a scene before they connected each of the queens with their family members
Mm-hmm.
from back home on an iPhone. um, so yeah, they just sat them in front of an iPhone and I guess did FaceTime or whatever, which was cute. Every single one of them cried, as much as they tried not to. They were all crying. Um, but yeah, I mean that was a nice moment for them to kind of re-energize them in the competition.
Yeah, I think I mean it was a cute moment, and that everybody got that moment. But something tells me that like they're able to call their parents or their relatives, because I think Hidden said that she tried calling at one point, but they didn't answer, or her dad was asleep or something like that. But so I don't know, maybe they just like seeing them is new, like they just
Um,
saw them.
I read
Um,
that as like before the competition. Like before the competition, I tried to reach
oh,
out and
it might have been. Um, but I don't know how locked up they have them. I Something tells me it's not too much, because I don't know, if you just see the behind the scenes, it just seems like everything's out in the open. But
but remember after like there was a leak of who was going to be on there. There was a season where someone got in trouble for that.
yes,
From then
yes,
on, I feel like they would just keep them all sequestered.
that's what I would think too. Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe it costs more money to keep them sequestered. So all right, so we move on to the challenge, and the first one up is Greta. What did you think about Greta's presentation for her semifinal?
Right, this is the semi-final. I liked the beginning look. See, I thought this is what I wish that the challenge was kind of more that. Like kind of had a majestic feel to it. Um, but yeah, I mean, like we said, there was that twist where they had to like reveal a more seductive look. Um, and yeah, as far as Greta goes, I like the entrance look more. The reveal was not very seamless. It required Toxico and Veneno to come and like help. And then she had like a panty drop moment as well, like her skirt dropped. So I don't know that you can count that as a reveal too, but the looks were nice. I don't know. I feel like she's never that elevated. But she looked amazing.
I like I'm the opposite. I like the second look better. I like the reveal better. I just thought it had more, to me, more refined. Like the first look kind of just seemed like it was just a robe with more of the detail being on top. So I like the reveal look better. And I don't think her presentation was great. The way she acted it out, she was on the floor. I was just like, you're doing a little too much. Like, you're supposed to be kind of regal and like, I don't know. It just seemed like she was doing the most.
By then she was a Diabla, so. But,
that's true.
But she was really exaggerated.
Yeah, she was like Mystique of the X-Men, just like on the floor, like doing all these moves. And I don't like the hair either. The second look.
Like the two trenzas?
The two trenzas. I like it, but not for this look. I feel like it should have been something else. It seems a little too casual for the category. But not horrible. It just didn't have the same impact as some of the others. The next one is Fifi Está. What did you think of Fifi?
Again, like I like how she walks out with the beginning look. It's has a lot of volume, but she can't even walk. And she got around the not having to wear like makeup that works for both looks by having a mask on her monja. So that was a little bit cheating to me because she had like a baby doll face on there or something. Yeah, and it just didn't walk that well. Now, once she transformed, she still couldn't walk, but she looked really great. And I like the confidence up there. I just think those stilts kind of distracted her from being more confident, more demonic up there. But as is, the look was really cool.
I liked elements of it. I like the grandness of the first look. I just don't like the look itself. I feel like it looks a little like just a ball of mess. Like it doesn't really have definition. It's hard to tell like where the hands are. Like why is her like abdomen coming out of her body instead of just being like dressed? It's very kind of miscombobulated. It's just like I don't get it. And then the second look to me, it's a little like a little costumey to me, like a little not costumey in a bad way. I mean, because costumey is not bad, obviously, but it seems like a Halloween costume, like we're gonna buy the slutty devil kind of,
yeah.
Like to me, that's what it's giving me. I like the hoofs. I like that part. I feel like if she would have gone with that and like kind of incorporated more of that fur into the outfit, it would have been more successful. Or I would have liked it better. But yeah, it's good. It's just giving me too much Halloween. I do like the makeup and the hair, but the execution. All right. So the next one up is Paper Cut. Paper to me was, I think, the best one. I really enjoyed his performance. I enjoyed how he performed the like how he presented it, because it was very majestic in the beginning, and then he moved into like this very dark, demonic look that I was really dark actually. Like he brought out a whip and was like they were hitting him, and so I think if you're gonna do it, if you're gonna have this category, then might as well just go for it. And I think he really went there, and so I loved both looks. I thought the first look had a lot of details. I loved the pops of color, and then the second look was so creepy in a way, but then also very embellished and beautiful, like with the rhinestones and all that. The only thing I didn't love was the makeup. I feel like that could have been executed a little differently, just for my taste.
I'll pick up where you left off because I like that the paper used the same obviously they can't just change their makeup on stage, but I think he painted it in a certain way that it worked for both looks. Because when he was walking around like the monja, you couldn't really tell, oh, okay, there's gonna be a demon under there. You can see the wig, but as far as the makeup goes, like it worked with it. And then there was the reveal, and yeah, I thought I thought probably this was the best like reveal. I like how he had the just from one moment to the next just turned the cross upside down. It's like, okay, it's time.
Yeah.
And so the whole presentation was really great, and the symbolism of the way that paper was standing on the stage, I appreciated that there was more effort put into the whole performance up there. But yeah, I mean both looks were cool. I liked the second one more than the first, because the first was giving me very Dia de los Muertos, which I don't know that necessarily is what it was supposed to be, but those are the colors that were chosen.
All right, the next one up is Liza Zanzuzi. What did you think of Liza?
There was some really strange choices, how she was like crying on stage. She did give me the grandness of that first look. If you look closely, like there's a lot of little trinkets and details to it. But for the transition, I don't know, there were some elements of the look that looked kind of cheap. I mean, she basically takes off everything else, and then she's practically nude on the stage. So I think once she got to that place, she gave us what the challenge was supposed to be. And there's like elements of the other look in that last more pared down look, which I thought was cool. But yeah, I don't know. I can't put my finger on why I didn't love this.
I love the first look, just like you did. I think the headdress could have been better, or just a little bit more grand. Like it just looks a little small for the rest of the outfit. So I think that would have added to the impact that it would have. But I do like it. I think maybe what happened is that she didn't really have like much of a story. It was just kind of taking the stuff off and just revealing it, and there was no real like kind of like thought behind it. There was no like special thing that you'll remember, because it's basically, I mean, she did the challenge, she did it well, but there's nothing more signature, nothing else that you can say that she did. But it's well done. I do appreciate the 3 looks. I thought that was cool, but it was safe. It was a safe look.
I think she just didn't sell it, because like we're talking about the way that she took the different pieces. So if you're gonna do that, why not like turn it into like a strip tease or something? And that kind of like gives it another element, and you're doing a reveal, but it doesn't look clunky because you're supposed to be taking like piece by piece, because that's just how that works. But as is, she didn't sell it that way.
No, I think that's part of the part that she filled in the most. All right, so the next the next one up is Hidden Mistake. What did you think of Hidden?
So Hidden walks walks out with like enveloped in this wire thing.
It's like a teepee.
Yeah, yeah. Which I don't understand the point of that, but okay. Now once that came off, I thought the look was really cool. Except for that wreath thing that she had over her head.
Mm-hmm.
But I liked the embroidery on the actual nun look, like the black one. And then she started to change once more, and I don't know. I thought that I mean, it was supposed to be like demonic and sexy, is what Johnny said, and her choices just didn't read that at all. So I don't know that Hidden really hit the mark on the actual challenge, unfortunately.
Yeah, the sexy part was not there. I appreciate the cage that she brought out. I just don't know, like, if it's not gonna add to your performance, why are you gonna put yourself through that?
It just got in the way.
Yeah, it got in the way. And then it was kind of like she had to turn around in order for her to reveal, and then they have to help her out. And it's like, if it's not going to help you or add to the story, then you're just doing it for the sake of just so they can say that you did something extra. But is it really adding anything? I don't know. Because I know that when Liza does, she brings a whole set, the whole Broadway set of like every one of her looks. When she did I forgot, was it the witch when she transformed? Like, she had the props and everything, but they made sense with she incorporated into the story, into the way that she revealed. So that was pretty cool. And this was just kind of like, I'm gonna walk with this out, and it doesn't really mean anything, so let me just get out of it. And then the look itself after she got out was really cool. Except, like, again, I agree that the flowers around the head kind of cover her face, so it's really hard to see the whole look. But overall, I like the first look better, because the second look, like, yeah, it doesn't really read demonic. It like reads
kind of angelic in a way.
Yeah, in a way, yeah, like angelic, like. And then the blood, I was like, why do you have blood? Like, what does this even mean? Like, what's going on? So it kind of didn't really make sense. And I think it would have been better without the blood, just to, I don't know, maybe to go from like one drastic color, like maybe all black to like all white, instead of
or
like,
more blood. I don't know.
Yeah, something like that's very contrast from the first look, but it's not bad. It's just like, I don't know, it needed more thought behind it. All right, and the last one is Santa Lucia, the one with the name that goes with this theme, Santa Lucia. And to me, I didn't like this look. I feel like it was. She looked like she had a pillow on her head, first of all, and then the second look, it just looked like two different looks pushed together, like just a bodysuit with leggings that don't go together. And the hair was kind of cool, but that was pretty much it. I didn't really like it. What did you think?
Yeah, they looked like Las Orejas de Dumbo. Like Dumbo's ears when she first walked out. But I mean, I get it. It's because of the hair, but it didn't look cool. I like the theatrics, the whole playing with fire thing. But the reveal was very underwhelming, as you said. It looked very costumey. I mean, she was even wearing like the devil's tail. And I mean, I think for Santa was another one of those that didn't really sell it as they should have.
No, and she had all the potential with the fire and the props, but I think it just, I don't know if it's just like her nerves, or just she didn't really have anything else planned, and and then it just kind of fell apart. So, all right, so that was the challenge. And then we go into this kind of twist that they throw at the queens, where they announce that they're going to have a battle lip sync royale to
Oh
find out
yeah.
who's going to go on to the next or to the finale. So the twist is that they have to lip sync against their partner that they had during the mini challenge.
Mm-hmm.
So that kind of threw them off. And then they bring out some cotton candy, which has, I don't know why. I mean, it's kind of random. Cotton candy, okay. And that's where they have the songs in hidden for everybody to reveal. Um, so and they're all Becky G songs, so that she must have had like a sale on her songs because they were all Becky G songs. So I was
Maybe
like,
she
what's going on?
sponsored the episode.
Probably Becky G brought to you by, or La Más Draga brought to you by Becky G. All right, so yeah, they all lip sync. Do you think there were clear winners in each lip sync?
Mm, I I liked what Paper did, so I think definitely the Paper versus Santa Lucia. We could have called that one as Paper One. Um, Liza and Fifi. I like both of what Liza and Fifi did. I would have guessed that they really like, or the judges really like Fifi, so they would have automatically given it to Fifi.
I think for me there was clear winners. I think the winners for me were Paper, Fifi, and Hidden. Paper just gave
Mm-hmm.
more and more variety in her
Mm-hmm.
performance, and then the second lip sync, Fifi just knew the words better. Like Liza was just kind of stumbling over those words. She did not know some of them, and it was very very apparent, at least to me. And then the other group or pair, I think Greta started off strong, but then she lost it after
Mm-hmm.
she just kind of kept walking around. And then
Mm-hmm.
that's when Hidden kind of just took over. And I think she gained some confidence during it and was able to win, in my opinion. So yeah, so the this is kind of weird because I don't know why they
Mm-hmm.
even did this. There because no everybody. So what they end up doing is they first announce the winner, which is like, what? I thought there was a winner in each. Like, so no, they announced Fifi as La Más Monja Coronada, which is pretty
Mm-hmm.
much winning the whole challenge, which is like,
Mm-hmm.
I thought we were winning the lip sync. What's going on? So, anyways, so she's announced the winner. And then they announced the rest of the finalists, which is pretty much everybody except for Greta and
And Hidden.
Hidden, which is weird because they went against each other. So it's like, why did you
Exactly.
even do a lip sync?
Exactly.
I thought there was
Like,
going to be a winner from each lip sync.
I guess I guess it would have been fine if they would have said, like, at the start of the challenge, at the lip sync battle, like, we're gonna choose. I mean, now I'm like working backwards from the episodes because the quote unquote twist that they were trying to do was that, oh, okay, you're gonna have to battle against your partner from earlier in the episode, but it ended up not really mattering because they're not actually being judged as being against each other. So, well, from the looks of it, they were just judging them individually, how they each did their lip sync. Um, so yeah, I mean, I would have liked them to kind of announce that beforehand, how they were gonna judge them.
Yeah, it was just pointless. And then at the end, we get a what is it like a yeah, with like the Smash Brothers when there's a new challenger approaching and you see that kind of silhouette of the challenger. That's what happened here. So they announced the four finalists, and then we see a silhouette of somebody, and it says secret finalists with a question mark, and it's like, okay, so literally just one person got eliminated. Okay, we did all this for just that. Okay, cool. And yeah, so that's the end of the episode. Who do you think is going to be the last finalist?
I don't know. See, I was thinking that maybe they might even bring someone from the rest of the season. I didn't think that it was necessarily going to be Hidden or Greta. But if they go with one of the two, I think they like Greta a bit more, given that they gave her the win last week when I didn't think it was that great.
I don't know. I think Hidden would go just because she's from Chile. But I think they would want a representation in there, like international.
Mhm.
So I think that's what they would go for. But we will find out. Who knows? Maybe they'll do another challenge or something like that, where everybody can compete and maybe what was that one girl's name? I already forgot her name. That always won the many challenges, and then she quit and she's like, I don't want it.
Umakayo.
Yeah, Uma Kyle.
Yes.
Oh my god, that'd be so funny if she's a finalist. She knew she didn't even want to be in the episode. She's like, "You're a finalist." Okay.
I think they're actually gonna bring La Tesorito, and she's gonna be the finalist. They mistook her for a drag queen.
Please just give her a crown. She deserves it. All right, so that's the end of the episode. Do you have anything else that you wanted to mention?
I guess we're getting the reunion next, and then the final episode. The
Yeah,
live
probably.
final episode, which always there's always something that goes wrong with it. Something will go
Yes.
wrong.
So we will keep you in touch if maybe they last time what happened they released it too early or didn't go on or something like that or
I think there were like too many glitches with the live stream, and then I guess to apologize to people, they just put it out there for free on YouTube.
yeah, I just remember
Where's my
they
refund?
just like literally just put it out for free. That was
I mean, that's cool. I wish it was just free. But for those of us who paid, it was kind
I
of
know.
unfair.
Yeah, I agree. All right, why don't you let them know where they can find us?
Well, you can follow the podcast and on Instagram at Quien es la Más, where you will see the looks of the week. And we have our email address, which is quieneslamaspodcast@gmail.com, where you can send us any questions or comments. And please don't forget to subscribe and rate the podcast. That helps us so much. We appreciate y'all. And where can they find you, Yiji?
If you want to follow me and keep up with me, you can follow me on Instagram at YesIt'sYi and the same on TikTok. All right, thank you so much for this season for listening. I feel like this has been the most listened to season we've done from like the looks of it, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. So thank you for listening. And yeah, we have 2 more episodes, so we'll see what happens. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Adios. Did you call me broke?